Put a little bit of the rub, nigga, I gotta be safe.
Let's get to sports talk.
Fold that you ended up accepting the Ole Miss job.
It was an exciting week. You know, we were preparing our team for a big conference championship game, and at the same time, late in the week, in discussions with a couple of places, and just really felt like it was a really good fit and a really exciting opportunity for us, and wanted to finish this thing off yesterday with a second championship here in 3 years at FAU, and now I'm putting the covers on the boat right now here and going to the airport to fly to Ole Miss.
Now, when you look at this Ole Miss job, Lane, your head coaching jobs in college football previously have been at programs with some history and some tradition. Now, Ole Miss is in the SEC West, Alabama, LSU, Auburn in there. What makes you believe that Ole Miss can ascend and be a power?
He had to recruit well. The West is hard. And then you got those schools in your division that top recruits like to go to. They like to go to Alabama and LSU. Can you get them to come to your team and help you out at Ole Miss? Can you establish everything there and get the top recruits to be able to land them there?
Or in that division in the SEC West?
Well, I do believe there's history there. I mean, we just saw it. I was at Alabama for 3 years with Coach Saban on that great run there, and we only lost 2 regular season games, in 3 years combined, and both of those were to Ole Miss. So we were able to see firsthand, what a great program it was, and coaches have done a great job there before, and so excited with a lot of young talent to get up there and start working with them.
What will be the key as you try to start assembling your staff? How will you go about assembling your staff?
Well, we'll take our time to make sure that we hire a great staff, and anytime you're in the SEC, just like when we were at Tennessee before, or time watching Coach Saban there, your assistants are the key. And so we'll hire some great recruiters, some great coaches, probably a lot of them with background.
Put a good stand together. Hopefully Ole Miss just get him time to evaluate his system with this team. Just everyone had to learn his system. It might take a year or so before they learn it. Because his system is kind of simple. With how he run it. It's the same system that he bringing from FAU to Ole Miss. It's going to take some time for players to get evaluated with that. Because it's a whole new coaching staff, whole new head coach.
In the SEC and the areas that we need to recruit, so we can start this process.
How many guys do you have committed right now to join you at Ole Miss?
I don't know that exactly. I mean, we're in conversation with a lot of people. This is, like I said, we just played the game yesterday, and we're not going to rush, and just do things really fast. We want to make sure that they're done right. So, I would expect, in the next 48 hours, we'll have a number of them done.
Okay, Lane, as you look at this, this has been an opportunity for you to rejuvenate your career. The success that you had at Florida Atlantic, obviously the stopover at Alabama, and the success that you had as the offensive coordinator there. What does this mean to you personally to get another opportunity, Power 5 job at Ole Miss?
Well, first off, it happened with help from a number of people, and going back to over these last 6 years since the USC started with Nick Saban in the 3 years there, and everything. Him giving me that opportunity, what I was able to learn from him is how we're able to come down here, and then giving us a chance here at Florida Atlantic, so we could put together a winner like we did the 3 years here. So very grateful to all the people and the players along the way that helped us get to this point.
You can establish the same thing you did at FAU, but it's a different type of team. It's a different type of conference. You're in a much tougher conference. You just got to get your players to play consistent at Ole Miss.
How are you different personally than you were when you were a head coach at USC, for instance?
Well, I think maturity and experience. As you continue to coach more and be around Coach Saban was great for me to see how he runs things and how he does things. And so I think before I just approached things more as, offensive coordinator, head coach, X and O's, and how do we win games, how to recruit players versus the development of players off the field now and relationships with the players and people around the program. Probably a lot different than, say, 10 years ago.
What are you looking forward to the most about those head-to-head matchups you have coming up with Nick Saban and with Ed Orgeron, another guy with whom you have some history? What do you anticipate those being like for you?
Well, this move was about that. This is the SEC, and there's college football everywhere, and then there's the SEC, and there's nothing like it. And the fan base, the energy, the game
it's different. This ain't the Conference USA that you were playing in. This is SEC. It's much tougher than you went there with two powerhouses in Alabama and LSU. It's going to be a lot different than it was when you was playing, coaching in the Conference USA. It's going to be much different. Can you get these guys to your team to help you take the two big dogs out in LSU and Alabama? Can you get them good players to come there, establish your system into them to be able to get ready to play in this tough conference? Can you get them top players to come to Ole Miss? How can you convince them to want to choose your school over them two?
The environment. I loved our time here at FAU, what we were able to do. But the one thing that was missing was just that feeling on game day of that you're going against the best players, against the best coaches in the world every Saturday. And so every day is game day.
Have you ever been to the Grove game day? Did you get a chance to take a peek?
I didn't get to walk around during pregame when we played down there and lost to them that day down there. So I've heard good things about it. My brother was there, so I did get a chance to spend part of a summer a few years back there, and it seems like a wonderful place to live.
Okay, last question here, Lane. You brought up your brother.
I feel like to win in this league, get you a good quarterback that can take you to the top. That's all you need to establish in the SEC. Just get you a top quarterback to run your system very well, to be able to take you to a whole nother level. Take Ole Miss and get them back to the promised land like they was when they had Eli Manning.
You just had a show cause expire. Is he a candidate to be on your staff?
I'm not sure about that. We'll get up there and discuss, the candidates starting today with the people up there and go from there. So we'll figure that out.
Well, Lane, congratulations on the job. I look forward to seeing you back in the SEC. We appreciate your time.
Thanks, Reese. Excited to be back.